And the kind of questions you are asking me time and time again, sir, the SSB doesn't deal with the repeaters nicely. Why the repeaters batches after batches gets completely washed out? Why the repeaters are not able to make it in the SSB? But I must tell you, I think they are just overreacting.
Make sure that you don't miss any of our free classes and exclusive new videos on SSB Show Short Plus. Subscribe now and hit the notification bell. Follow us on Instagram for more informative and motivational content, offers and updates related to the armed forces. Visit our website for numerous online courses and study material. Call us on 6364052525 to inquire and register. Now let's get back to the video.
Good morning, my dear candidates. Today, I am going to talk about how to go well prepared for the SSB. At the same time, I have a very strong message for the repeaters. I am going to give you my own example. Can you believe, my dear candidates, I myself was a repeater. I did not clear my SSB in the very first attempt. So I want to tell the repeaters that you are no different. And why you guys get demoralized when you go to the SSB? And the kind of questions you are asking me time and time again, sir, the SSB doesn't deal with the repeaters nicely. Why the repeaters batches after batches gets completely washed out? Why the repeaters are not able to make it in the SSB? But I must tell you, I think they are just overreacting. They are being little too more emotional, a little too much emotional about it. Guys, let me tell you, you should know that more than 50% of the candidates who pass in the SSB are repeaters. I also failed in my very first attempt. Why candidates become repeater? Firstly, you should know that. And I always say, when you go first time in the SSB, it's your golden chance. All those guys who are attempting first time, for God's sake, go very well prepared. Leave no stone unturned. Practice each and every test, including your psychological test, even the GTO. Practice your interview, improve your communication skills and other officer-like qualities. You have no choice. Because SSB is a personality-oriented kind of interview. And your personality has to be so good that your officer-like qualities automatically emerge out of your conversation with the interviewing officer. And similarly, when the psychologist is testing your subconscious mind, if you really have those officer-like qualities, they will also come out. And GTO in any case is observing you in so many team works. Okay, virtually you are always participating with the team and he's observing you through 9 tasks. So can you deceive the system? If you think you are not well prepared, if you think you do not have the officer-like qualities, can you get selected? The chances are negligible. Now let me tell you why I failed in the first attempt. Frankly speaking, the first and foremost reason was my unpreparedness. I wasn't really prepared. Why? Because I was a bit overconfident. I thought I may get selected. I was a good sportsman. I was a senior officer of the NCC. And on top of that, I, being an army trainee, had qualified for the CDS examination. Very few in those days used to qualify. As a trainee in the army, having qualified the CDS examination, so I was a little overconfident. And my worst part was, which proved to be my Waterloo, was my not knowing or not being able to speak in English. My English was so poor. In fact, in my college days, I have been a anti-English activist who always believed that English is a language which had been thrust upon Indians. Somehow I had that strong belief in that. And look, I went to the SSB because of these reasons. particularly not knowing the procedure, not being fully prepared, and my English. And I obviously failed. My name was not announced on the last day. And that is the time which, frankly speaking, gave me the biggest lessons of my life. Because army was my dream right from my childhood, that one day I'm going to have stars on my shoulders. So the dream was shattered in one go. And can you believe it? The first thing I did once I came back from there, I analyzed the whole thing. I seriously introspected, wrote down everything in my diary. I always used to write the diary as it is. I started writing diary from 1st of July 1977. So look at this now. And I realized that English and my communication, I have to work on that. I went to an officer, I still remember his dialogue to me, which I often repeat to my candidate. He told me, and can you believe it, he was in GTO in Bhopal. I was under training in Bhopal. Major Joshi was his name. And he said, Bhakuni, if you do not know English, even the God can't help you. What a prophetic words it was. And these words had a very, very serious effect on me. And from that day, only I became an English lover. I started loving English language. I said, English is my best friend. In fact, after that, whatever I did only in English, talking, even writing, reading English books, watching English serials, and watching English movies. I never used to understand a single word of English movie, but I made sure I'm not going to watch Hindi movies. And whenever there were any English movies being screened, very few those days, I never missed it. And the result, can you believe, guys, in about 4.5 months, I was speaking in English. My English condition was so bad, you can imagine, because till 12th class, I couldn't speak a line in English. In fact, I still remember once there was a question in the 7th class that how old are you? Because I started learning from 6 English language, and I had very proudly written, I am not old. So once I told to my home, to my elder brother, I have written this. He was laughing at me. Your English is really poor. And I remember when a friend of mine felt so bad because he had done a wonderful goal he scored. I was a football captain. I said, yeah, you are too terrible in the game. So he looked at me, and I actually mean you are too terrific. So that is the word I used, and the entire team became angry with me. So that was my English condition, you can imagine. But my dear friends, if you have a will, there is a way. In 6 months, I was speaking in English.
If you are also struggling with English, join us for our next 14-day English speaking online course, which includes interactive live classes and practice assignments. The next course starts on 11th of August, so make sure that you call us and register at the earliest.
And biggest surprise of my life, I will tell you. After that, I came for my next board. Again, I cleared my CDS again and my ACC, and as well as my short service. So my SSB was in Bangalore 17 board. I was interviewed. I was speaking English very confidently, without any problem. Can you believe, knowing my background, etc., the deputy president who interviewed me asked me this question, Bhakuni, how did you pick up English? He's such a compliment. He said, you seem to be so good, though I can see you are from a village background, but how did you pick up English? So I said, sir, I practice hard and this, that. That was my answer to it. But that was a compliment I will never forget. That, I could speak better English than many of the better school guys, better educated people. Anyway, I passed from the 17 board of Bangalore, and look at this luck. God gave me not only stars, I became president of the same board and commandant of the same center after good about, I think, 34 years or 35 years. So it was a great luck. and I loved it. My dear candidates, please do not get demoralized. This is my message to the repeaters. You can certainly do it. If you have a will, you will do it. Nothing can stop you. So guys, now my formula for you guys is simple. Firstly, when you go for the SSB, go well prepared. Second thing, please work upon yourself. You got to work on your personality. Understand yourself. Introspect yourself. Write down your strengths and weaknesses. That's the second thing which I always tell you. And after that, I always say to my candidates, please maintain a diary. Write down everything which you feel, how much improvement you have done. Are you doing every day little extra to reach to your goal? That is the thing you should ask yourself repeatedly. And after that, I always want you to visualize your goal every day, morning as well as evening. You should see your dream with open eyes. And if you see it so strongly, let me tell you, the nature has something like that. If you desire a thing so strongly, I think the whole energy field works for you and you tend to achieve that. But the desire has to be very, very strong, because you straight away draw that strong line which nobody can beat between you and your goal. Nothing can come. I can assure you that. Okay guys, so please prepare yourself well, and before you go to the SSB, practice all the tests. You should understand what is the SSB is expecting from you. If you do not know, maximum candidates fail because of this. They do not know what is expected of them and what they are going to expect in the SSB. They do not work on their personality. They lack confidence. Look at this. They lack communication skills. And on top of that, see this, they are too much result conscious, and because of that, they develop that anxiety, that seriousness, that tension. Look at this. If you have this kind of problem, how can you pass? If you are a repeater, let me tell you, still you can make it. You can make a place for yourself. I have interviewed hundreds of repeaters, and I can see easily if a repeater has worked on his personality, he will pass. I have passed so many. I can give you the example of people I have passed in the 11th attempt, 9th attempt, 6th attempt, and 3rd and 4th attempt, a large number of them. And can you believe maximum people pass in their 2nd attempt? Because 1st attempt, unfortunately, is generally a misfire because of the ignorance. Okay guys, so I wish you all the best. I want to appeal to the repeaters, please do not get demoralized. SSB Short Academy is always with you. Guys, let me tell you, if you want to make it, SSB Short Academy has got the best of online courses. You can never imagine how these courses are going to train you. Trust me, I am there to train you guys personally. Never miss our 5 days SSB course, and never miss our 5 days personality development course. Look, number of workshops we do for poorer candidates where the fee is just negligible. It doesn't matter. My passion is to make sure that maximum youth of our country realize their passion